come here.
Hi, and welcome to Raymond's Haven. This is Augustus. This is Eleanor. My name is Keith, and this is
Abby.
welcome to our page. Want to make sure that you have a good time here. We're going to try and be as informative as possible and show you how we're doing things. Lead it off.
Well, we have had 3 different homesteads in the past, which have not quite worked. And this is finally our piece of land that we bought a couple months ago, and we are starting basically from scratch. You will see children, you will see animals, you will see trial and error probably every day.
We've probably seen more success than failure throughout those homesteads, but you know, it's a learning curve, so we're going to keep going and keep trying anything that works. We've done quail, rabbit, pheasant, turkey, chickens. I've done cattle in the past growing up.
We both grew up on homesteads. Yep. We're both farm kids, and that's
it's not the same type of homestead.
No, something that
you're going to see kids, just so you know.
Something that we've always wanted to do, especially together, is have our own homestead and be as self-sufficient as possible. And we bought our ridge a couple months ago.
Just so you know, we're above 6,000 feet. This ridge is the top of the ridge. It's hard to garden, it's hard to farm, it's hard to do anything. We just lost 2 turkeys, 2 days ago?
3 days ago.
3 days ago to a coyote. 60 pounds of meat, by the way. Yeah.
They were big turkeys.
They're big boys.
Unfortunately. But you know, that's part of homesteading, and that's something that we are, I mean, not getting used to, but as a couple together, we're getting used to together, and the things that we have to do specifically different from how we were raised. Keith was raised on a very large ranch with a lot of cattle. I was raised on a very small homestead with a couple of cattle, chickens, and stuff like that. So it's been, we grew up in different homesteading.
Yeah, totally different.
Aspects.
Not the same climate, but different. You know, like I grew up, you know, in farm country.
Well, you grew up in the plains. I grew up in I grew up in the forest.
Yeah.
I grew up in the forest. So
it's 2 different styles meeting together. The one thing we hope to do is to help you guys. Is to help you guys, young kids, try to navigate the minefields that can plague homesteaders. So if we can help you guys, we're going to try to. But I would love to have you come along the journey. If you're already a homesteader, if you're already doing everything we're doing, come along, enjoy the journey.
And we're
know that people are with you.
We're also learning ourselves. We've studied permaculture. We've studied Victorian kitchen gardens. We watched multiple different homesteading YouTube videos, and we just take a little bit from everybody and just kind of make a conglomeration of everything.
Everything. Zach from an American Homestead. Mm-hmm. We take everything we can. You know, John Siskovich, Joel Salatin. We listen to Jeff Lawton.
I've recently been into Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. And there's just so many people that we've taken from, and like I said, Victorian kitchen gardens,
Victorian
war gardens, war kitchen,
wartime kitchen and garden,
That's
the Victorian kitchen, and the Victorian flower garden as a supplement, just to understand how greenhouses worked back before we had electricity and readily available fossil fuels. So just in case, you know, something goes wrong. This is our contour garden. We're going to go through it more in depth. We need to go through it in its entirety, but for right now, we tried to get all the paths on contour. We only got halfway through because I had to work. Because you know, if you homestead, you have to have a job.
You gotta make money.
If you got the means to just start right away, good on you. I don't. I still have to work.
More power to you.
But this is sunflowers and squash and beans and carrots and potatoes and garlic and 4 different types of onions and.
Basically, this year we decided to just throw everything out and see what came up.
Yeah, we literally, like, within 2 weeks of getting here, we mowed a path and then threw
a
seeds.
bunch of seeds, and we still
And,
have random seeds coming up.
Yeah, and then my
it's
dad came out and he helped us
mid-August.
cultivate or till all the soil about 8 inches down, and then all sorts of random volunteers came up after that.
And we're still having
And we're still having volunteers everywhere. Yeah.
Mid-August, we're still having new plants.
But what I'm saying is, if we can do it, you know, I work 40 to 80 hours a week. If we can do it, you can do it. And there's a bunch of guys that are working 3 different types of protein production on their farm, pastured, within 20 minutes a day. Yeah, I mean, the weekends you have to do more, of course, but as far as your workday is concerned, you can do it. We're trying to do it, and we're going to share the journey together along the way. So, welcome to the channel. We hope you appreciate it, and
Welcome.
Raymond's out.
Welcome to Raymond's Haven. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.